Okay, in the last session we completed up to here the setups. We just assigned these roles to the user, right? We assigned the roles to the user which are required for order management as well as pricing, and we assigned the data access for users. For all these roles we mapped our business unit. Now we'll proceed with pricing related configuration. In case of EBS, to run the process in order management, to create the sales order and to derive the price for the item, so the basic setup is price list definition. But here, along with the price list, these are the other definitions which you have to complete. Okay, the price list and the pricing segment, strategy for price list and customer pricing profile, pricing segment, and strategy assignments. These setups you have to complete. These are specific to pricing. So based on these definitions only, price will be derived by, what are the criteria we are going to set for customer pricing profile. We'll see that. Okay, first we'll go and create the price list. Go to our implementation project, setup and maintenance. Okay, not from here. So basically we assign pricing related roles, right? These roles. Okay, this will add, you can just find from the navigator, you can find the pricing administration, or else you can directly go to home icon. Just click on home icon. So from the springboard icons also you can find pricing administration. Just click on pricing administration. Okay, first we have to create price list. Go to task panel. Okay, so here we have a task called as manage price lists. Just click on manage price lists. Just click on create. Here we can give the name as ERP Cloud price list and specify this price list for which business unit. Before that you can go with the type segment price list. Okay, we'll go with the segment price list and the currency is USD, and just select this price list we are going to use within which business unit. Our BU name is ERP Cloud US business unit. ERP Cloud US business unit. Okay, fine, it's not reflecting. What we'll do is we'll just go and submit the LDAP job. So after providing the data access for users, we didn't run any LDAP job. So that is the reason the BU assignment for this pricing related roles not updated. Submit the LDAP. So okay. So it takes some time. Meantime, what we'll do is we'll try to complete other setups. Okay, so we'll create the price list once that BU is updated with a specific role, pricing related role. So meantime, we'll go and create pricing segment. The pricing segment we can create through standard lookups. Okay, by using the lookup you can create the pricing segment. Okay, so we'll go and create the pricing segment by using the lookup. Go to implementation project. Let's click on overview. Here search for standard lookup. Manage standard lookups. Here the lookup type nothing but name. We have to search for say ORA or QP customer pricing. This is how we can see the name. Just search with this term. You can find out the lookup here. Yep. So the actual name is ORA QP customer pricing segments. So here we can define the one value for this lookup. So this will be using as a part of further pricing setups. Okay, it's recommended to maintain the separate lookup segment value. Okay, for our definition. Okay, what we can do is just click on new. So already here we have up to sequence as 70. We'll give the name as ERP cloud, say 80. Start date, we'll use the past date. The meaning, ERP cloud pricing segment. Okay, just define the value. We'll see where we'll be using within the pricing definitions. We'll be using this for unique identification where system can derive the price based on this parameter. So search with this name and you can find the lookup name. Within the lookup you can create one lookup value. The lookup value name we'll be using as a pricing segment. Let's say save and close. That we created. So once again we'll go and verify the price list is the price list definition, the BU is reflecting or not. So here you can search for pricing administration. So it's not displaying all at a time here. So better you can just go with the home. Whatever you see in the navigator, the same you can see in the home page. So go to pricing administration. Go to task panel. Then manage price lists. Still it is not running. Fine, no issues. We'll just wait for some time. Fine. So now we'll go and create the price list. Go to pricing administration. Go to price list or task list and click on manage price list. Click on create and give the name as ERP cloud price list. And the price list type, you can go with a segment price list and currency USD. Select our business unit. Okay, so for rest calculation method price and all, so just everything this would be fine. Then say save and edit. We have to click on save and edit. Okay, start date is say today's date. Then click on save and edit. So here, for which item we want to set price, that item we have to select. Just add our item here. So we created item as a new item. Then okay, item. So a new item we given as a description. I think we given item as a ERP as a prefix. So this is the item ERP 5001 new item. Select item here and select the same. Click on create charge. So pricing charge definition, say sales price, and here you can set base price. What is the price? I'll say $2,000. The selling price is 2,000 for item. Here you can specify the start date. Okay. So that's all. We just be done with this. Sure. So access set. You can just add access set. Whatever just we are using. I think we are using common, right? So you can select common set for this. This is nothing but reference data set. Okay, you can associate common with this. Then save it, and we have to approve this as a just simple action. We have to approve it. Then say save and close. Okay. The name we given here ERP cloud, just same I'm searching to see the status as approved. Status is approved. We're done. So this is how we have to create the price list. Already we created pricing segment. Okay. The next task is we have to create the strategy for price list. So go to the same. So say create pricing strategy. Okay. Create. Task name is manage pricing strategies. click on create and say ERP cloud. Fine. Pricing. Does it select BU name? We're defining this pricing strategy for which business unit, default currency, and start date, and click on save and edit. So here we created a price list by selecting the type as segment price list. So the same we have here. Just click on add and find what are the price list we created. So we can select into this pricing strategy. Price list we are assigning to pricing strategy. Okay, done. So rest of defaults and all not required. That's also just simple definition. Save it. Okay, here we have to give the start date. Okay, in pricing strategy, what we are doing, we are assigning price list to pricing strategy. Then save this definition, and this also we have to submit for approval. Status is in progress. Just click on approve. It's approved. Then say save and close. Done. Now we have to create customer pricing profile. Okay, customer pricing profile. Go to task panel, and here we have a task called as manage customer pricing profile. Just click on this task and click on create. Select our customer. ERP cloud US customer. Okay, you have to set all these, I mean, customer related profile information. This will be using in the further setup to match exactly. So based on that, system will be deriving the price. I'll say revenue potentiality from this customer is high. So cost to serve is high and customer value is very high. Okay, this all we can use for pricing derivation criteria. So I'll say customer rating is high, customer size, it's a large customer, big customer, start date, today date. And what are the information we are providing here? This just will make a note, will make a screenshot. The other setup, whatever we are going to do, they are the same information we have to take. Okay, so I'm just taking the snapshot. I'll say save and close. Okay, or also this you can take as a snapshot. Fine, done. Done. Now we have to define the pricing segment. For this pricing segment only, we created pricing segment value by using the lookup. Okay, now we are going to create the pricing segment. Within the pricing segment, what are the pricing segment value we want to use, that we created through lookup. Okay, let's go to pricing segment definition. Go to task panel. We are in pricing administration. So So here we have a manage pricing segments task. Just click on manage pricing segments task. So if you have any other pricing segment, okay, that just you can modify or else we can create our own. Okay, so for example, by default in the fresh instance you don't see any pricing segment definition by default. Now say there is nothing, just one we have that I deleted. Okay, or else you can keep that as is, you can create our own. Anyway, our pricing segment value will be totally different for this price derivation. Okay, anyway, let's create how to do it. So this should match with our customer pricing profile. Okay, so revenue potential. So revenue potential we given high. Same select high. So that for our customer, so based on this pricing segment, system will derive the price. Customer size. What we given customer size as a large. Cost to serve. High we given. Customer value very high. Customer rating high. And pricing segment, through lookups we created one pricing segment called as ERP cloud pricing segment, right? So that you have to select here, which would be unique for our definition. So the precedence it is taking 100. Okay, start date and all you don't need to specify, also you can provide today's date, not mandatory to specify. Done. So when you create the pricing segment, okay, so you have to just verify what are the criteria you given to your customer. For other customers, if you want to go with a different pricing, so in that case, this pricing segment you have to define different one. So there, whatever the criteria you are setting, those will be matched with the price which you are going to define. So set all these however you define for your customer. Now say save and close. Done. Now the pricing strategy assignment. Okay, we have to do the pricing strategy whatever we just created, that we have to assign. Go to same task panel, and here is the task called as manage pricing strategy assignments. Click on pricing strategy assignments. Okay, here you can select our pricing segment, or else you can delete it and you can create our own. Okay, anything you just we can do here. In case of fresh environment you don't see any predefined definition values, just delete it. Click on add. Channel method, all are not required. Pricing segment, select pricing segment, ERP cloud pricing segment. The transaction type you can select sales order. Pricing strategy we created, that strategy you can select here. ERP cloud pricing strategy. Okay, done. Then say save and close. So we completed pricing related setups. Okay, fine. So if you want to just, yes, we'll go and create this definition also. Create carriers. Okay, it's nothing but shipping methods. So from project or directly from FSM we can create the shipping methods. So how will be shipping the material to customer? So manage carriers, nothing but shipping methods. Click on create, give the name as ERP Cloud Road Transportation, and this method we have to just save it, save this name, click on add method selection. We have a road transportation here. Okay, I'm just selecting these are the lookup values. I'm selecting this value, mode of transportation. So store pickup, truckload, and this we have to map to our inventory organization. So this shipping method or carrier we are going to use for which inventory related, item related shipping purpose. So our inventory organization name is ERP US. Say apply and OK. Click on save and close. Done with this. So transaction types, sales order transaction types not mandatory in Fusion. In EBS, these are mandatory without transaction types. In order management, we cannot create the sales order, but here those are optional. That too, just we create through lookup. Okay, not mandatory. Now, just we have to complete this planning related planning source system and the planning these definitions. Okay, so here the purpose is why we have to just do these setups. Sorry. So the reason is so once you complete these setups, then only what are the on-hand quantities available in inventory application, though that on-hand quantity would be reflecting in sales order creation time as a whether stock is available or not with the selected item in the sales order. If you don't complete this, that information won't get updated in the sales order. So based on this pricing related setups, when you select the item, system will derive the price, but you cannot understand whether the item stock is available or not. When you talk about EBS, in EBS, whenever you select the item, automatically if stock is available, it will be showing the available quantity by default. But here we have to complete these setups and we have to run the process. Then only just we have to run this collect planning data process. Then only system will be updating those quantities within the order management process. So for that reason, just we have to complete these setups. We'll just proceed and see that. So transaction types not mandatory. Just that is the lookup value only. Okay. So now just we'll go and do it. Go to navigator. So here, 1 second. Mm, good, we'll get a task here. Maybe how to perform planning system, planning source system. This is running. Just we'll do it from setup and maintenance. Just go to our implementation project. Search for this planning source setup. So task name is manage planning source system. I think this I just already mentioned. It's not required. Same I just specified here. Okay. So manage planning source system. Just click on go to task icon. So here we have to go to this OPS, okay, order orchestration, and fine. Okay, just take this navigation. Once we navigate to this page, what we can do is select this OPS where you can see the description as used by order orchestration and planning system. Okay, so OPS means order planning system. So now what we have to do is select this, then just click on manage organization list. Here we have to add our inventory organization into this list. Just refresh this, search for our inventory. So what you can do is before you come here, you can refresh this. Just click on this search which would refresh and select the same OPS. Click on manage organization list. So refresh organization list, click on refresh organization list, it should display. Yes, now it is displaying. So here we have item organization under US inventory. So primarily you have to assign the actual inventory. If you are going to add master also, there won't be any issue. Just primarily you have to associate our actual inventory in this list. We have to add it. Okay, just say save and close. So we added into this. Now say save and close. Just click on that. Okay, so we completed this setup. Now what we have to do is we have to run the collect planning data. Okay, we have to run this process so that system will be updating this quantity information here. I think we don't have any stock availability within the inventory. One second, we'll go and check it. It's not available because again we completed setups in this instance, right? So no quantity is available with item. Directly you can search. Already our inventory is selected here. No stock is available. So what we'll do is we'll create one miscellaneous transaction to update the on-hand quantity availability. Say miscellaneous receipt will create miscellaneous receipt. Which item? ERP. Sub inventory is ERP sub inventory. Quantity 100. Just in these setups, just we added additional segment called as intercompany to test intercompany related account. Advanced global intercompany related functionality also. That will be testing after completing this. Just add any one of the account here to complete. Say okay. Now submit. Now system will update the on-hand quantity availability against this item. Just search. Now stock is available. On-hand quantity is available. Good. So this information system will pass to order management application when you run this process. Go to setup and maintenance. From here you can run this collect planning data. You can run from here collect planning data, or else what you can do is you can go to navigator. So within the navigator under supply chain planning you can go to plan inputs. Go to task panel. From here also you can submit collect planning data. So here source system we have to select OPS orchestration planning system, and here so which data, okay, which data we want to update to orchestration order orchestration application. So which data, like say just you want to update only item related quantity, in that case you can select only item here, or else what are the information you have which is not yet updated, all the information if you want to update to order management application you can select all these parameters. Okay, we are under reference data, all I selected, even supply planning data also. What are the data you want to update, you want to update on hand quantity, that you can specify. Just I'm selecting all, just under reference data and supply planning data I'm selecting all, and you can submit. Click on submit. So system will update all this information which is available in the inventory side, which is required in the order management process, so that it will update it to order management process. So through this just job submission you can see the status from the scheduled processes. So it takes some time. You have to wait. We selected many objects in that process submission time. So all the relevant data it has to update in the OM process. For that it will be running. Okay, just it's all about extract programs, and it will be running another process to update with the. It will be extracting and it will be just inputting with the OM system. Let's see, instead of flat list you can go with hierarchy. Here you can see. So now it is collecting the data. Okay, it will take generally like 5 minutes time, or less than or more than that. Ideally, it takes 5 minutes. Again, depending on the data, it may just take require time to extract the data and to update in the target system. That's nothing but order management application. Still, it is extracting all the data. So it extracted data. Extraction is completed, and it is loading the data to order management. Okay, so we submitted this, and again these sourcing rules. Okay, the sourcing set assignment. These also mandatory here to keep that synchronization with inventory to inventory item stock to OM. So we'll just go and complete these setups also. So sourcing rule definition. So what we'll do is we'll keep running. Go to plan inputs. Go to task panel. Here, on this one, I guess. Go to order promising. It's taking much time. So here we have to create the sourcing rules. Just click on sourcing rules. click on create. So ERP cloud. Sourcing rule. Now just click on add. System will add the date, and here you can add the type as transfer from organization name or inventory organization. ERP US is our inventory organization. So allocation percentage you can give 100. So rank 1, and other specifications are nothing. No issues. Just that's all. This is a specification you have to give here so that these updates can be taken to OEM. The system will look for the sourcing rules as a mandatory when system is going to update any this inventory related information over there. Okay, just we defined it, simple definition, then close it. Done. Now set up sourcing assignment set. So sourcing assignment set, when I talk about sourcing assignment set, here go to this panel. Here you can see manage assignment sets. Click on search which are available. We have a global order promising, okay, this assignment set. So the same is, we have to make sure that whatever the so I mean assignment set we have here, one you can set as a default. So whether this global order promising is set to default or not, we have to see. Okay, so here we have this global order promising. Okay, so which is set to default, we'll go and see first. Okay, or else okay, we'll do in this way. Okay, this is what we have, like here already. This is a global order promising we have. You could just click on edit. Here we can add our inventory organization. Okay, just click on this, we will set as a default. Click on add. So here you can set like organization specific or item specific, how you want to set, you can specify. I'll say organization. You can select our organization is ERP US. Sourcing type is sourcing rule. Scroll little right here. The same you can select. You created sourcing rule, right? Before this definition, we just done that ERP cloud that you can map here. Right? Now we added, okay, we added our inventory organization into this set. Okay, one second. Just say save. So we have to make sure that this global order promising set only is set to default through profile option. So save and close. Go to profile options, administration, administrator profile values. So manage administrator profile values, task name, and here this is the profile option name which we have to use to verify which set is set to default. Search. Okay, so site level global order promising. Yes, within this set only we added our inventory organization. Okay, fine. This is what we have to verify. We are adding our inventory into which set. That set we have to set as a default one, so that can be used in the process. So let's be done with this. Okay, define ATP rules also available to promise. So go to navigator under supply chain planning. Yes, you can click on order promising. So in case of EBS, we no need to do these setups, right? Sourcing rule definition, set definitions, ATP rules. These are not at all mandatory just to run the O2C cycle, but here it's a mandatory. Otherwise, the information cannot be updated. Just go to task panel, say manage ATP rules. Click on create and say ERP cloud ATP rule. Infinite available base, and here ATP rule assignment. Just click on add assignment basis is say organization. You can select your organization here. So ERP US. Okay, done. Okay, after that we have to run this refresh and start order promising server. Okay, this job we have to submit so that what are the setups, what are the data you will be reflecting in the order management process, that I mean what are the data is populated in the OM process, order management process, that should get refreshed so that directly that would be available when we are creating the sales order. Okay, we'll just go and run this process. So you can run this from scheduled processes. And these assigned roles provide data access for users and run LDAP. Okay, this already we completed. Here the same we completed. Again, you don't need to do it. Okay, search for refresh and start. Say okay. So for which data it has to refresh and start, that you can specify as a parameters. which data, on hand quantity related data, or which data that you can specify here. So just you can select specific parameters, or else you can select all and you can submit. So all the data, whatever the data, ATP rules which you define, all the information it has to update in the I mean whatever the data already updated, that has to be refreshed. So the first time when you are doing, you have to submit it. Later, if any changes in the data which takes place in the inventory side or sourcing side, so to update that information here, we have to submit this refresh. Otherwise, those changes you cannot see in the OM. I'm just selecting. You can just select global order promising because this is one which we are using, or else you can say all, nothing on. Then submit. Okay, takes few minutes time. What we'll do is, okay, still it is running. Okay, so meantime we may proceed with some other setups. Just we'll look into this. So anyway, this we submitted, but still system is running. And other points here. So customer account description. Okay, we'll talk on that. So before that, okay. So anyway, OEM account receivables, all setups are completed, but we have to make sure that, so auto accounting for all types, we have to complete the required setup. Means, so we'll go and verify in the auto accounting for all types configuration is done, or only for selected types. It's done like receivables and revenue. We'll check it. We have to make sure that auto accounting is completed for all the account types. Say auto accounting rules. Only for two types it's completed, but to import that auto invoice in the receivables based on sales order, it's a mandatory we have to complete for other types also. We'll just complete it. Just provide any one of the random accounts, set constant value, so the system will identify setup is done. Why it is showing twice? I'm just going to use the same account, receivable account, for all the types instead of searching and finding the relevant accounts. So where is the accounts, receivable account? Oh, selected as equals to. So create another. And say create another. So set for all account types so that system will support to import the sales order information into receivables as a auto invoice. So instead of using the relevant account, I am just using the same account just to complete this setup. So create another. So 1000. 0000, which is the default value. Say create another. So receivables already completed. We'll go with this account. So create another. So for revenue also already setup is completed. Select tax. So unbilled receivable. So select unbilled revenue, unearned revenue. Oh, this we completed. So the next account type is unpaid bills receivable. So provide the same account. So since just this is testing, I'm using the same account. 0000. Then just click on done. So we completed auto accounting for all account types. So save and close. So rest of all basic setups are completed from receivable side also. I will go and verify the status of that job. Yes, it's completed. Okay, we just done with all the setups. Yes, done. So only we have to update the customer account description. At the time of sales order creation, we'll see this. Okay, so it's already 7:30. This process will test in the tomorrow session. Okay, in tomorrow session we'll see. So why we have to add customer account description, why it is mandatory to create the sales order, and we'll see how to create the sales order, how to validate it, how to submit, which would be equal to booking in case of EBS. Then what activity will be doing as pick release and the ship confirmation. Okay, pick release and pick release confirmation and ship confirmation. Then system will interface the sales order information to auto invoice interface, how to import it to receivables, how we can find the reference, and we'll look into those points. Okay, we'll connect tomorrow same time and we'll just run through this process. After that, we'll proceed with the remaining concepts which are pending. Okay, see you tomorrow same time, and I'll be uploading this video maybe within 1 hour.
Okay, so actually before we leave, I think I
The
asked
voice
for
is very low.
feedback.
Can you be a bit loud?
Uh, can you hear me now?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
No, same. I can't
Oh,
hear.
okay. Let me try again. So, feedback I asked
You
for the
can't
booking
just
request.
please just check the volume from your end. Just any chance you can increase and speak. It's very low. Okay, please check it. So that's all for today. We'll connect tomorrow same time. Okay, I'll upload the same video maybe within 1 hour time. Okay, Iqbal, please any question you have like
So, yeah, I email you that.
yeah somewhat better, please.
So, Lakshman, do you have classes for the SCM as well?